going on, you human beings? Lovely, matter of fact. How is your Saturday going? Here it's a little bit darker in the room, so I gotta do something for the lighting situation. But we are mobile, so we have to live with what we have. But that is not gonna deter us from doing videos talking about things that matters, specifically in regards of JD, also known as JD. So, what the heck is happening today? Well, probably you already know because this is already a few videos, few days after this thing is going around. We're giving our mind point of view on this whole issue. We are talking about the real Laura B. Bokov, which, by the way, it's a great page. Seeker of the Truth, new wave internet journalist. Thumbs up. I think she's been also very many times host on the Popcorn Planet. I actually saw some videos. Very legit human being in regards to journalism and seeking the right information. If you ask what I've seen so far, and you know what? I need to be 7.8% cooler. So I'm just going to wear glasses for now on because we're going to talk about something that it's a little bit edgy. So Laura B got into the crossfire of those bots and the PR team of AH just because she went on an infamous account of this Kamilla situation here, this Kamilla, and well, she went on a page of somebody she thought to be the owner of the page of Camilla. And what did she ask? She asked simply, is that you? All right? And for some people, I've been cool enough. This seemed to be too many questions to ask. Because, matter of fact, when you're a public figure and you have a public profile that everybody can see, therefore, you can ask a question. Is this you, Camilla? Referring to this person's page. And of course, this has caused so many controversy, apparently, to the point where the owner of that page claimed that she was arrested and Russia racial profiled and so on and so forth because you cannot ask questions anymore. Eh? But the most interesting part is that it seems that Laura, Laura, wasn't that wrong after all? Because they discovered that, oh, okay, just go back for a second. This Camilla page is an account that it's, first of all, tweeting like crazy every single day against JD. So it, to almost everybody that is covering this, seemed absolutely clear that this was a PR machine paid for somebody, H probably, to trying to rewrite the narrative. We have talked about this to ad nauseum. I feel like I must learn more Latin because I need to find words which they're similar to nauseum to describe the madness we are facing. Okay, so it seems like after all she wasn't wrong, and I was just watching the video, of course, of the great Umbrella guy, which also covered this in length, and I couldn't find those data where he looked for. But the thing that to me was most interesting, like he also describes here, is the fact that this Camille account posts almost 173 tweets a day. Do the math about the minutes. That's one too many, 172 too many tweets from somebody that claims to be just a human being. I stand for AH. I stand for I don't know what they're standing for, but it's obvious that it's just PR. Like you can paint it however you want it. PR. And it's funny because not only that, we got to this other thing in a second, which also was reported by by that umbrella guy. But we support Laura because she did not dox anybody, and neither has anyone in the deep community arrested Christiana or leaked info. These threats don't scare anyone. We love the truth and would like to see evidence from both sides as usual. So basically, what happens is they say that Laura got a cease and desist letter accused of doxing this Christiana human being, when in fact, when you ask, hey, this is you on top of a public profile, that's not doxing. To my knowledge, doxing it's actually when you have private information which they are not released to the public, and you take it on you to share such information. That's called doxing, and also not cool in my language and dictionary. So, you know, they're just like what everybody is feeling, people with common sense, is that they called out and now they're running for cover and they're trying to flip the pancake using the usual narrative. Oh my God, racial profiling. Oh my God, doxing. Oh my God, harassment. When in fact, look at the irony. Uh, Coming from this type of pages, and then you see this type of behavior like Camilla Page. Someone needs to do a wellness check on that umbrella guy wife and kids. I'm so serious. Basically, what they're doing here, this is a screenshot. This page, Camilla Scarabadown, is trying to get involved. Some I don't know exactly the name of the entity in the United States that takes care on those things on child care and family care, but they're going after him with allegations and bullying and harassment. This is harassment. This is harassment. And again, I've told you many times, look at their motives, look at their techniques. They accuse everybody of doing stuff when in fact, this is what they resort to in order to silence people. Spreading misinformation. All of a sudden, this person knows nothing about the family of Tag, yet start to insinuate that a check is mandatory on this person because who knows, huh? And gets people riled up, basically telling them, oh, make a phone call to this entity, whatever, in the US to report this guy about his wife and children. That's freaking sick, honestly. Um, that's wrong. And again, they're blaming others of doing what they do. Basically, it's literally projecting. So nobody is buying in this BS. And then again, she released this letter. Then found online a restaurant got out of hand with the address of my loved ones being posted on the internet. So for the record, not even communicated with this page. She said that, and then this part claimed that she's part of a PR team. Was that post long enough for being awkward? Because that was exactly the intent. Awkward. Very interesting. Also, another fact to note. I'll get to it as soon as I find it. Of course, this is the infamous post, or the Camilla Page thing that got so much riled up. But this is something else. I'm trying to find. Sorry, just a second. But anyway, it appears that this Camilla website, this Camilla page, is been deactivated. They also discovered the PR machine behind it, it seems, which there is this guy at the head of this PR campaign or machine, which probably Camilla is part of, or basically it's them, that they also erased everything from their websites. So here we go. We find the account here. As you can see here, this Camille account, it's been suspended, doesn't exist anymore. Somebody working for the ACLU seems very displeased. Probably part also of this mere campaign against the victory of JD or Johnny Depp. It's really unsettling that there is still so much people willing to work around the clock trying to not acknowledge that a male can be a victim. So it's really mind-boggling, actually. Really, like, seems like there is a lot of hatred and misandry around these days, and also hatred against common sense and facts. So go figure. But anyway, this daily news, 13 August. Camilla makes a run for it by Jane Hillbill. In a series of interesting developments this week on pro-Amber Heard accounts, Camilla made a run from Twitter literally after being caught in 4K to be a member of infamous Amber Heard PR team. Camilla predictably, when called out, responded by taking her black card out, doxing claims, or while quoting Shaggy's famous song, "It Was a Me." When this trick did not, probably Shaggy didn't like that. When this trick did not work, she followed by deleting the account and her employer, Mr. Walking Me Too, this is the term they're using for Mr. Shane, eradicating company page and leaving completely blank, a trick they learned by their client, AH herself. This Mr. Shane guy, it seems that I've seen at least allegation, people saying that he has 2 DUI on him and also harassment allegation. So sexual harassment allegation. So go figure. Just like their clients, they won't stop and can't stop. They send a vague threat to actual journalist, real Laura B. Assisted this letter by sending this news to NBC self-proclaimed journalist Kat Tembarge, which is also another AH supporter, aider of facts, broke the story. Kat, who said similar problems in separating facts, fiction, although proficient in gaslighting masses. Unbelievable. That's exactly what it feels like. They're just gaslighting people all the time. Now we are left with one key players who, like other from Amber Heard stands and legions of bots, rely on novel evidence supporting her ideology. You guessed it, Michelle Dauber. Oh man, I cannot even talk anymore about this professor at Stanford. Again, another misandrist, which they don't give a damn about what's the truth. You know what it said? That, um, you know, people keep
A
talking
newly released
about,
video allegedly shows
people keep talking about men being always the perpetrator. And look at this elevator footage of this OnlyFans model, which is attacking her boyfriend in the elevator. And I couldn't help by watching this and think of what probably Johnny Depp had gone through with a similar person. And I tell you why this is relevant. Look at the footage of this. So this woman basically gets in the elevator and she's just, smashing the guy. The guy is just trying to don't being hit and also restraining her a little bit just by pushing her away, but he's not engaging. But she keeps just smashing him, smashing him, smashing him continuously. And look at that. Pretty on the outside, evil on the inside. And I say this because, unfortunately, after this episode, I don't exactly know how long it took, but this woman stabbed her boyfriend and he died. So, first of all, rest your soul. She just got arrested. And this is just an example of like, it's absolutely bullshit when they say men cannot be victim of DV, and then stuff like this comes out. A young woman, probably who knows, God knows what kind of issues she has in her mind. She just thought it was okay to bully continuously her boyfriend, smashing him as much as possible with all her strength. And when it wasn't enough, she just stabbed him. I mean, I really honestly have no words. And this is a world we live in of people like Michelle Dauber, which they put in doubt, you know? And it's unavoidable to make the connection to AH, which by knowing the audio we have heard for so long, most likely JD had to endure similar circumstances. And I've said this many, many times. The guy is lucky to be alive because that person, I wouldn't trust it with like a beetle. Like, not the ones that they're nice with the horns, usually the ones that roam on manure. Okay? I wouldn't trust her with that either. So, guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Also, stop doxing YouTubers and trying to, flip the pancake because we help each other and we like the truth. So, guys, please subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Thank you so much for the support. I'll see you tomorrow in another video. Blah, blah.